No one wants to lose their hearing. If you find the world isn't as clear to your ears as it used to be, you may want to consider a hearing aid. If you're in the market for a hearing aid, it's best to consult with a doctor of audiology or a licensed hearing aid specialist to make sure you are getting the one that's right for you. There are numerous avenues to purchase a hearing aid, and not all of them are trustworthy. Mindy Pollitt, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with Lake ENT's audiology team, advises on the red flags.
I don't know about myths, but some of the things that we see advertised just aren't always possible. You know, we see advertisements promising that this hearing aid is going to eliminate all the background noise, and that it's just not possible. You think about, as a normal hearing person, there are situations that you go into that are too noisy, that you can't hear. So it doesn't matter what you do to a hearing aid, it's not going to make you hear well in that situation. On top of that, as you lose hearing, it's harder to distinguish speech from noise. So, you know, some of the ads that promise all of that, they're not going to deliver that. Are there some hearing aids that handle noise better than others? Yes, that goes back to the level of technology. But there's nothing that's going to make it go away completely. It used to be that people would tell people, if you don't get hearing aids, your hearing's going to get worse. Well, your hearing's going to get worse regardless of what you do. You know, getting a hearing aid sooner rather than later helps you adapt to hearing again, but your hearing loss is going to progress at the rate it's going to progress no matter what you do. A lot of people will, you know, when they're not quite ready for a hearing aid yet, they'll get something like TV ears, that it's a contraption that hooks to the television and it sends the signal via infrared into a pair of headphones. So that helps them with the television, so it doesn't have to be so loud and their spouse doesn't have to listen to it so loud. Or some people will get a little mic that sends a signal into a little amplifier that they'll use at like meetings, stuff like that. So some people in the beginning stages, if they're not quite ready for hearing aids yet, will use those types of devices to help them. It is illegal in the state of Florida to dispense hearing aids online. There's no face-to-face contact, but unfortunately there are some insurance companies that are contracted with an online company out of state that you can purchase them online. The reason we don't recommend it is, first of all, you've not had face-to-face contact with anybody. Second of all, hearing aids are not one-stop shop type of thing. There's adjustments that have to be made. We may have to try different hearing aids. And then there's maintenance. Even once you are settled with your hearing aids, there's maintenance that needs to be done 3 or 4 times a year. So if you buy them online, you're going to be mailing them back and forth and back and forth, because nobody around here that I know of will touch an online hearing aid because it's not legal in the state of Florida.
For more information on this story, as well as links to the audiology specialists at Lake Ear Nose, Throat, and Facial Plastic Surgery, please click on the Hearing Aid Caution story link on our homepage at yourhometownhealth.com.